All right, y'all. So today we are going to work on getting some Pygame working. So Pygame is a pretty popular module. There's a lot of tutorials. There is a ton of stuff for this thing. So first things first, I'm just going to handle the very minimal working example. So we're just going to get roughly a window open and for it not to fall into an infinite loop, and then we'll get some more stuff going here in a bit. So this is going to be our first opportunity to get our Python code to interact with us outside of the console, right? So this is no longer going to interact with us in that little terminal window at the bottom of the screen. This is going to pop up and do some stuff in a new window. So note, this can hang your computer. It is usually a solid idea to have a task manager window already open through this process because you will need it sometimes. So to that end, hit Control and Delete, grab a task manager window. So right now this little guy is just telling me that I'm running Chrome and Discord and some other crap. Just take this little dude, set it off to the side. I'm dropping mine on my second monitor, but you can put yours wherever you want. It'll save you some hassle if you already have it open. All right, so here I've got my usual header stuff, and then I'm just importing the Pygame module, right? And then I'm calling this initialize method from the Pygame module. This module has some stuff that it needs to do before it starts working. So you just call this thing at the beginning. And then I've just got a diagnostic script here, right? Just a print line, just to tell me that things are going. Right now, this isn't going to create a window or anything. This is literally just going to try to import the module and initialize it. So I'm not expecting much from this. So if I hit go, you will see that there's no module named Pygame. Now, there's a bunch of different possible causes for this. Probably the most likely one is just that you haven't installed Pygame yet. So because you haven't installed Pygame yet, there's an obvious fix, which is that you should try to install Pygame. So sometimes it'll tell you that you've already got Pygame installed, and then it'll deny knowing about it. So that's because I have a path variable that's pointed at the wrong thing here. It's kind of a long story. The fix for it is to go up here to where you tried to run it. So this tells it which piece of Python to point at. So I'm just going to grab this guy. I'm going to paste that in here by right-clicking into the console. Then I'm going to type -m pip install Pygame. And then it's going to go collect Pygame, and it's going to install it now for the version of Python that I've got selected here. Should be noted, this is probably not the most elegant solution. I just hacked this together. The most elegant solution is to have one version of Python on your computer. I am dumb, so I have lots because I can't apparently uninstall things before I install over the top of them. So this is going to take just a second. Just wait for it to hit. Okay, so now it's done. Now if I hit run, I get my, all right, so we got these two little notes that apparently came out of the init method, and then we got my little print line to myself. So I got my, it tells me which version of Pygame is running, and then it just told me hello from the Pygame community, and here's the website for Pygame. This is relatively common for kind of big community organized packages. So that's what the init method does. This is now working as Pygame. This is the very first thing you should do. If you have more stuff, it is harder to figure out whether Pygame is working or whether it's just code that's wrong. So start with this. This is going to be your, what I call a minimal working example. In other words, there is Pygame, and this is the very smallest piece of code that you can write to get it to run. One last thing, I'm just going to comment this line. This initialize method starts the Pygame module. Starts as a loose word there. Don't worry about what it does for right now. We can get into it later. And then this thing is just a diagnostic print line, so I'm not going to even comment